Does using a suspension trainer make pressure management easier or harder? So this is really good to ponder, and I've definitely found it depends on the person, like everything, right? But a lot of times my ladies with diastasis have a lot harder time on the suspension trainer because everything turns into a core exercise. So they might be able to do the same movement just fine with bands or cable or free weights, but then they go to do it on a suspension trainer and all of a sudden it's lots of pressure on their core, overloading their core. The same thing can happen with the pelvic floor, but sometimes the pelvic floor will respond by turning on more. So it can actually be a good demand. And the same thing can happen with diastasis. I just tend to see more doming as soon as somebody comes over to the suspension trainer, and this is the Edge Mobility System brought to you by a physical therapist, which I think is pretty cool. So when you go to do something, even just simple like a row, what I love about the suspension trainer is that you can vary the resistance, right? So the further upright you are, the easier it is. The further down, the harder. The only issue is that unlike a row with a band or on a cable machine, you can get your posture set, you can work on your pressure management, and then you can move your arms in a fixed position, from a fixed position. When you go to a suspension trainer, all of a sudden your body is moving, which is great, but a lot of times I'll see people, especially as you get harder, it's really hard to hold neutral pelvis, so then they'll end up overarching their back more than they would have potentially done in standing. They can end up gripping down more with their upper abs, which can put a lot of pressure down on the pelvic floor. Like I mentioned with the diastasis, we tend to overload it there, especially as soon as you start to do any core work, because the core work on here is usually a lot harder because it's from a moving system, okay? But there's so many pluses to using a moving system, and I really love it. I love incorporating it into workouts, but I would just check just a little bit of extra attention to your body when you start using a suspension trainer to make sure that you are not bearing down and you're not doming, whereas you might have that movement pattern on the ground. You might have to retrain it on something like this. But overall, they are lots of fun.